With the return of the Green Ranger in the 30th anniversary trailer, and obviously the 30th anniversary episode, everyone is wondering who the Green Ranger is. Could it be Matt? Could it be Adam? Could it be someone random? Or yet, could it be JJ all along? A lot of people that I've seen have been posting on Facebook going, yeah, it's JJ, JJ's there, it's definitely JJ. And I don't think it is, and I'm going to explain why. So stick along as we carry on and follow through. I have no idea where I was going with that, but let's kind of talk about JJ. But before we talk about JJ, let's rule out Matt. Everyone has turned around and gone, oh, it might be Matt in this. And no, I don't think it would be, because Matt is literally from the comics. Bringing Matt into the kind of Prime universe from the comic universe, I think would kind of spoil it for me a little bit, mainly because it just doesn't feel right. That is a comic thing where obviously Matt went out with Kimberly, and that never happened in the TV show. So them saying like, oh, it's definitely Matt, Matt's the way. No, I just don't see Matt coming along, not unless they throw that curveball and I'm like, holy shit. And then I'll make a, okay, I was wrong video. So who is JJ? It's really weird because when you hear some people on Facebook or whatever, they don't know who this character is. So let's kind of talk about it. JJ is the son of Tommy and Kat. We saw him grown up in Power Rangers Zeo in the Christmas episode where JJ comes back to pick up his son, but then gets called away at the very end and just, because he's a Power Ranger, and just disappears. We see him in Soul of the Dragon, where he's actually in SPD and gains the Dragon Ranger power, basically the shield effectively. It's not the full power. I kind of generally thought he would do at that point. But then we also see him in Dimensions in Danger. So the comic book really doesn't really matter because that may or may not happen, even though it's kind of like everyone's going like, oh, it's fine because, you know, it's been looked over by Jason David Frank. Who knows? I don't think we're going to get that one at all. Why isn't this JJ? Now, it's very, very simple. There are tons of things that kind of back it up. Now, if everyone is talking about the flashback, then JJ wouldn't have been around. That Pink Ranger would have been Kimberly. So JJ wouldn't even been born for much, much later on. So yeah, it rules him out on that one. In Dimensions in Danger, where we actually hear JJ's speaking role for the very first time, although we don't see his face, we see that Tommy is returning home. He's on the phone to Catherine and says like, hey, yeah, I'll take JJ to karate. And thus therefore when Tommy picks up the bike and says, hey, you've left your stuff around, you hear him say, sorry, Dad, or something like that. If you know what he says, let me know down below in the comments. But by the gauging of his voice, he must be around about 7 or 8. So, time skip around about 5 years, he's 13, 14. Thus, therefore, it couldn't be JJ in that suit, even though that we've seen that Ranger powers effectively can make you grow into a grown adult, which we've seen with Justin from Power Rangers Turbo. But the main thing is, you wouldn't really know the fighting style of your dad. You wouldn't know the pose of what the Green Ranger is. Even though we can probably like rule in that the suits make you do the poses and you know everything about it. But I feel like JJ wouldn't be able to kind of maintain the mental stability at that age to fight. And obviously if he's that age, none of the Rangers would want Tommy's son to actually fight because it would be that dangerous. Now I'm going to also add with the whole thing, we don't know if the Mighty Morphin powers could effectively make you grow into a full adult like we saw pretty much, as I mentioned, with Turbo. We don't know this sort of stuff. So far, we know that only the Turbo powers can make you grow into an adult. So I don't think that the MMPR powers would allow you to do that at all. And I think that if it was, it'd be really shitty writing. And I think that if it is JJ, I think it would be really, really shit. And it would make me just go, oh, this is not a great 30th anniversary, is it? You've kind of just pulled a Turbo. And also, if it is Catherine in the pink suit, she wouldn't want a son there at all, and she would be protecting him more than anything or telling him to leave straight away. So again, I don't think it's JJ in the suit. With everything that's been shown, I really am ruling out that this is JJ. I just generally don't think it is at all. And I think that if people are going, oh, it's definitely JJ, then it's not. We'll see on April 19th, 2023, if this is actually going to be a thing. But for now, the main question is, who is the Green Ranger? Who could it be? I have no idea just yet. I'm hoping it's Adam, But anyway, leave comments down below what you think about all this. Do you think it's JJ? Do you think it's Adam? Do you think it's Matt? Do you think it's some random person on the street? They were like, hey buddy, want to be a Power Ranger? Take this coin. And they morph. What do you think about all of this? Let me know down below in the comments, and I'll catch you later.
チャンネルをサポートしてくれてありがとうございます。チャンネル登録、高評価お願いします。以下のリンクから商品を入手することができます。